Hi, Chef John Michael here, and right now I'm going to show you how to make chicken enchiladas, Spanish rice, and black beans, all of which can be done simply, easy. You're going to have this meal done in less than an hour. Okay, so what we have here is our chicken legs in some water with canned carrots, a quarter of an onion, a couple spoonfuls of the canned jalapeno, and some salt. And we're boiling this to cook the chicken until it's fully cooked. Once it's fully cooked, we're going to take it off the heat. We're going to take the chicken out of the pot, and we're going to shred the meat off the bone after it cools. You need to remember to always wait for it to cool, because otherwise it's just too hot to handle and you're going to end up burning yourself. So the items I'm going to show you here is we've got the chicken. I should showed you how to do that. We've got our corn tortillas, $1.50 for 24 of them. Some jalapeno. The can is less than 70 cents. You can use it, you can not use it, it's okay. We've black beans coming in your package. We've got some onions that come in there. I've got some cilantro. Cilantro is less than $1.50. Your peppers came in the package. El Paso green enchilada sauce, 89 cents, Walmart. The Rotel. This is this is 99 cents. Some green peas came in your package. Rice. I have water here. The difference is, this is the water that we're going to be using for the rice. What I did do is I took the Rotel, took the liquid out of it, put it into our cup, and then added the rest of the water. It's going to help keep everything going with flavor. I've got some oil, some butter, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do with all of that. And just give me a second and we're going to get this started. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to take and we're going to put some oil in our pan so our enchiladas don't stick. Let's get a little bit of a dab, wipe the bottom. You can use whatever you want to use. You can use oil, canola oil, vegetable oil. You can use butter. It doesn't matter. We just need something down that's just not going to allow it to stick. Even if you want to use spray oil, that's totally fine. Just don't douse it. Just give it a nice little coat, a nice little shimmer. So we're going to do that. Then we're going to take some of our sauce, and some of the sauce just gets poured in the bottom. That easy. Okay. There you go. Sauce, just the rest of your sauce, just dump into a bowl. You want a nice flat bowl. We're going to take the chicken and our tortillas. The tortilla. We're going to coat it. Set it, take a little bit of your chicken, put it down the middle, a little bit more. You can add as much or as little as you would like. Give it a nice roll, set it off to the side. Okay. Sometimes they may not want to stay rolled, and that's okay. It's an easy fix to that. Take a toothpick, push it right on through. Take your next one, and we're just going to keep repeating the process until we have them all rolled up. Go ahead and stop. Okay, so now I've got my tortillas all rolled up. They're in my pan. Whatever you have left of your sauce, just pour right on over the top of it, like so. And then on top of that, we're going to put some cheese. I bought quesadilla cheese, However, you can use whatever cheese you want. If you want to use long, pepper jack, Monterey, American, it doesn't matter. Whatever you like. What matters is you get some cheese on there. So it gives it a little bit more flavor. So I like giving it a nice, even coating. Think of it as new fallen snow. You just kind of want to just cover everything. You don't want to get it too thick, but you want to get a nice, even coating on top of there. Okay? Got the nice, even coating. Take some of your onions. Throw it on top. That's it. It's going to go into the oven, 350 degrees for 40 minutes. Okay, make sure you set your timer. You don't want to forget about that stuff. And now we're going to move on to the rice while that is cooking. Get rid of my little bowl. Next thing, you're going to take 2 tablespoons of butter. This goes straight into your pan. We're going to heat our butter up to where it's all melted. It's starting to sizzle a little bit. Throwing things away as we go. We never want to leave a mess too much. So I just need to wait for this butter to melt. So the whole thing here is I'm going to toast the rice. Toasting the rice, we're not browning the whole thing. We're just giving some of it a little bit of color, and toasting it allows more flavor to come through. So, the Hispanic culture, we love our flavors to marry together. We love toasting things, and there's so much flavor you can use in the Spanish rice besides the rice and what I'm putting in here. You can add some cumin, a little bit of chili powder. It doesn't matter. It's whatever your taste is. But the most important thing is to make sure you get these portions right. You don't want too much water. You don't want too little water. You want to get it right. Okay, our butter is just about melted. If you see, I've got just a couple of little pieces left, and that's okay. And we just dump the rice in. I'm using 1 cup of rice. So if I'm using 1 cup of rice, I need 2 cups of water to get it going. So we're going to sit here. We're just going to let this sit for a minute, and we're going to let it toast. Okay, so our rice is just about done. And the whole thing is that not only are we toasting the rice, we're browning the butter, we're changing a little bit of the flavor. And you can see we've got some brown pieces in here, we got some white pieces. We got like a collage of different colors. You don't want to try to get this all brown, because you're going to end up with something that's not going to taste all that great. So we've got that done. So now we're going to throw in the other parts of it. And like I've spoken to you about, we need a cornucopia of color. Because the more color we have, the more different vegetables and minerals and vitamins and all of that. We've got that all going. And now, there we go. Look at that. Give it a nice stir. Get everything mixed up in there. This is going to be beautiful when it's done. Just gorgeous. So we got that going. I'm going to throw a little bit of salt on top of it. About a 1/4 teaspoon is all it is. Get a nice little stir. This is going to start to boil here in just a second. The moment it starts to boil, we're going to immediately turn the flame down and cover it. And we're going to simmer it for 20 minutes. Do not uncover it. Let it sit. Let it do its thing. A watch pot doesn't boil. And if you keep removing the top off your rice, it's never going to cook. So you can see how it's already starting to pick up here. It's starting to give a nice little boil right on the edge. I'm just going to let it boil just a little bit more because I want to get it really everything hot. And mixing it around a little bit is okay at this stage because I'm trying to get the heat all throughout the whole thing. I want the same heat everywhere. And the more you mix it up a little bit at this point when you're trying to boil something, the better, because you're mixing all your heat together. So now it's gone. I'm going to turn it down. The lid goes on it, and the 20-minute timer starts now. Okay, so our 20-minute timer has gone off. And let me get my towel so I don't burn my hand too much. Look at this rice. Nice and fluffy. This is the way your rice should look. Look at all that color, beauty. Okay. Now, our enchiladas have been cooking for about 35 minutes. Let's take a look and see what they look like. Oh my. Look at this. We got a nice color going on there. Got a nice golden brown. They're heated all the way through. Now I do want to tell you, I did take the black beans and I threw them into the pot with the rest of our onions, heated them up, put a little bit of salt in there. That's it. Taking it, something very simple, just creating it up. So let me get this plated up and let's eat. So I've plated everything up and we're sitting down to eat. And once again, I'm sitting here with my friend Bill, and we will see what Bill thinks of my food today.
Definitely have more than that. That's good. There we go. And then those now. Boy knows how to cook.
So when am I moving in, Bill?
Anytime.